The leader of the opposition has sought the leave of the High Court to grant a judicial review of the decision by the Customs and Excise Department to withdraw the prosecution of Dr. Ernest Hiliare over the importation of a Land Rover sport vehicle. According to the leader of the opposition, the December 2021 decision to discontinue the case has been, quote, shrouded in secrecy, unquote, with the Comptroller of Customs yet to explain the reasons for the decision. The application by the leader of the opposition requests that the decision to withdraw the case be quashed and that the prosecution be reinstated on the basis that Dr. Hiliare has failed to comply with the directive of the Comptroller of Customs to produce documents for the said vehicle.
All we were asking was to clarify on what basis would the controller have withdrawn the case. Now, if in fact that he felt there was a sufficient justification to do it, why can't the public be afforded an answer and let this matter go away? But the more that we dig into this, we felt at this point, I in particular felt that there was a need to ask for a judicial review. So the questions that have to be asked. The case was being prosecuted by the DPP's office. So did the Comptroller of Customs have the right to withdraw the case? So he may have been, the office may have been the complainant, and normally the person who has filed or made the complaint has the ability to withdraw. But our Constitution certainly suggests that once the DPP's office, which is an independent authority, agrees to prosecute this, means the DPP's office would have taken into consideration all of the information and determined that this warranted to be prosecuted.
The leader of the opposition has questioned the legitimacy of the case dismissal, insisting that the actions by the Comptroller of Customs have raised more questions as opposed to providing clarity.
Many people believe that he consulted the Attorney General. This is the same Attorney General that was the lawyer for the same Ernest Hiliare. Okay? Now, if in fact he did that, we all can see for ourselves how wrong that is. If in fact he didn't, and he didn't consult the DPP, he didn't consult the controller, the Attorney General, he didn't consult the previous controller, and he didn't consult the Director of Finance, who did he consult? So here it is, a new Comptroller of Customs within months of coming in, is able to unearth some piece of evidence which would have reversed a 5-year process.
Shasta maintains that a simple request for information did not warrant the matter winding up before the courts.
What was the case about against Ernest? The case against Ernest was simply going to the courts to ask the courts to enforce their request for him to provide the information so that his entry could be perfected. That's it. This is something that everybody does when they bring a car in. And what made his case peculiar is that he was a returning diplomat. And it was discovered that during the process of purchasing the car was put in the name of the High Commission, which is the government of St. Lucia. So did he have permission to do that? Or did he use his office as a High Commissioner and made that decision on his own? And then once the car now was put into the name of the High Commission, how did it now get transferred back to his name? Who gave him permission?
Efforts to contact the Comptroller of Customs regarding the leader of the opposition's judicial review were unsuccessful. For the DBS News World, I am Jason Darius.